CBS News foreign correspondent, you see her there, Elizabeth Palmer, joins us now from London with the very latest. Liz, what can you tell us that police are saying happened?
We should note that the 3 attackers are dead. So in all, we've got 10 people dead. 7 were victims of the terrorists, and then the 3 terrorists themselves. Remarkably, you heard Theresa May there say that the police responded very fast. From the first 911 call until the 3 men were lying dead on the other side of the bridge behind me in this tourist area, 8 minutes, which is very impressive. The armed response units have been practicing. They had almost a template of this attack on, let's see, that would have been the 22nd of March. And in that case, similarly, a man drove his vehicle across a bridge adjacent to this one, killed and injured many pedestrians, and then jumped out and attacked, it turned out, a guard at the House of Commons with a knife. The interesting thing is that it shows you that there's a potential for copycat crimes of this nature, copycat terrorism. The British government has decided not to raise the threat level. It had been at the highest level, critical. They moved it down to severe early this week, and they've said they're not going to move it back up again, which indicates that the police probably know who these 3 men were, although they haven't identified them yet, and they think that they have rolled up this particular plot completely. But everybody, certainly the Prime Minister and the security services, is worried about the proliferation of copycat attacks. As you heard her say, terrorism breeds terrorism. It's this lone wolf scenario that the security services have been warning all Western countries about ever since ISIS came under such huge pressure in the Middle East, and the fighters that had gone out there began to come home or began to turn their attention toward advising like-minded individuals in their home countries to carry out attacks on their home turf using the simplest of weapons. After all, these men were armed with nothing more than a perfectly innocuous-looking van and some kitchen knives. DeMarco?
All right, Liz, just a question for you. What's the mood there for the people who have to go about living their everyday lives, especially when you talk about the incident that happened back in March with the Westminster Bridge attack, then 2 weeks ago at the Manchester Arena, and now this situation?
Well, you've probably seen that famous British poster that dates from the Second World War, "Keep calm and carry on." It's kind of in the British DNA. People are very practical, very phlegmatic even. I'm standing, well, you can see the bridge behind me, and all around there are tourists, the restaurants are open, people are walking pretty normally. They're looking at the bridge, curious to know what happened. But this is a nation that has dealt with waves of terrorism before, certainly in the 1970s, the IRA bombs, similarly disrupted London life and killed people. And the Brits just seem to have this stiff upper lip in operation. They're getting on with life.
All right, just like New Yorkers, of course. All right, Elizabeth Palmer, thank you very much for that report. Of course, we'll check in with you before the hour is over with. Thank you.